Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome to your weekly energy forecast. As always, we'll check in with your Twin Flame, with you, and our final card is the next steps that you can take in order to speed up the process to your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's see what's going on with your Twin Flame this upcoming week, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what moves they might make. And we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So I feel like this week your twin flame is getting nudges from the divine to reconsider the connection or recommit to your connection. And they will be facing a choice: continue choosing separation or actually begin working with the love that's already present and continue to grow it. This is particularly true if you've been experiencing a runner-chaser dynamic in your twin flame union. I feel like this week your twin flame is going to at least take the first step when it comes to not running anymore, and they're going to surrender to the power and the magic of the connection between you. And the thing about twin flames is that you can never really run from this connection and you can never abandon it. And likewise, you can never be abandoned in this connection because you were created as one. You can't really abandon yourself or run from yourself in truth. However, if there are some wounds that require to be healed, then this dynamic is going to come up a lot in your twin flame union until it is healed. But I feel like this week is going to bring a lot of progress when it comes to such dynamics. If there were any karmic distractions in your twin flame's life, they are pulling away from that in order to focus more on you. I feel like your twin flame is also becoming more aware of their emotions, more connected to them, which is the first step to healing anything that's there. And as you've been choosing union, so does your twin flame. So this card is also a sign of reassurance for you to trust in the process, even if you can't see things moving externally yet. And I would argue that especially if you can't see things moving externally yet. Because always when it comes to making progress on this journey, things first change on the inside, not on the outside. The outside is always the last to follow. And sometimes the 3D manifestation can be like instant, happening the same second that you heal something or make a new choice. Sometimes there are some things that need to fall into place for that to happen if it's a bigger manifestation. Or there might be a few more layers to heal. But in any case, the first thing you're going to feel is a change within you. So it's safe to trust that, and it's safe to continue doing what has been working for you because your twin flame is responding to that. They are making a different choice this week. They are stopping with the running, and instead they're embracing working on themselves and making this relationship work. Next up, let's see what's going on with you this upcoming week. And we have healing family issues, which is interesting. A lot of the running chasing thing that we saw in your twin flame actually begins with childhood wounds. And here we have healing family issues. So this week you're being guided to bring healing to those core wounds that are rooted in your family dynamic. And especially I feel this is true for any wounds around abandonment, emotional availability or the lack of that. Safety, security when it comes to love. Stability is also an important one. Abandonment. Or even rejection for some of you. Those are like the biggest things that twin flames struggle with, I've noticed, and they're the core of many issues. So the sooner you heal those within you, the sooner your union will stop reflecting those things to you. So really it is up to you how fast or how slow you're taking things. And any pace you choose to take that is compassionate for you, that is okay. There is no rush here. This is your journey, and it can unfold at any pace you choose. So this week the main thing that's going to come up is this old childhood pain, those wounds, because those are currently the main thing that's blocking things from moving forward with your twin flame. So it's important this week to look at where you may still be holding on to resentment, sadness, hurt, any needs that were never fulfilled related to your upbringing. Maybe you felt like your parents provided materially for you, you had clothes and food and a roof over your head, but emotionally they were not that present with you, so that's something you feel like you lack right now. And you don't need to go back in time to heal those things, actually. it's possible to heal them in the present. Because whenever we experience some kind of wounding in the past, this part of ourselves stays frozen in time. So we can essentially contact this part of ourselves, and it's like going back in time because this part of us stayed stuck there. And when we give this part of ourselves what it needs in order to move on, healing is very easy from then on. And doing that is very important, especially if you've been noticing like stale or stuck energy in your relationship with your twin flame. It's very possible that they're reflecting to you a part of you where you're stuck in the past. So healing in that space will allow new, fresh energy to come in, both in your life in general and in your relationship with your twin flame. So finally, let's see some next steps. What is it that you can do in order to speed up the process of your harmonious union with your twin flame? So we don't have any twin flame cards in this deck. We have like soulmate cards. But this is a calling in your twin flame card. It's not a soulmate reading. So your next step for this week is to consciously align with divine love and invite your twin flame into your life energetically. That's where it begins. We spoke about it earlier in this reading, about how the first change happens within you. And the fastest and easiest way to manifest union isn't to, talk things out with your twin flame or, get them to talk to you, get them to unblock you. But by loving yourself and aligning with the energy of your union, embodying the energy of your union, because a lot of people tend to think of union as something you have and not as something that you are, even though it is a state of being. And it's actually your natural state of being when you take away all the fears, all the limiting beliefs, all the ego. Union is your natural state of being. So returning to that, it takes consistency, it takes commitment, it takes persistence, but otherwise it feels like coming home because that's what your soul's truth is. That's what your soul remembers. And the lesson of this card is that your thoughts, your feelings, and energy, they all co-create your reality with the divine. So it's important to be very mindful of what thoughts and feelings you're entertaining. And if there's something that's not aligned with your union, if there are any behaviors or any thoughts that are not aligned with this result that you desire to manifest, it's important to find the core of those behaviors and change them, because otherwise you won't move forward at all. So this week, it's important to reaffirm your commitment to manifesting your union, your harmonious union. It's important to make loving choices daily for yourself and for others. If you want, you can also use affirmations, if that feels good, and visualization, like envisioning life with your twin flame. What's it going to feel like? What's it going to look like? Those are totally okay and nice things to do, actually. Because I see some people, they're like, don't think about your twin flame, that's chasing. And it's okay to think about your twin flame. There's a very specific energy to chasing, and not every time you think about your twin flame is chasing. Chasing energy just feels bad. So if you're thinking about your twin flame and something feels bad, that's a sign to look deeper. But if you're thinking about your twin flame and it feels peaceful and it feels good, there's nothing wrong with that. So this is all I had for you, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.